Hi, in this Affinity tutorial, we are going to look at making stickers from clip art. So I have generated some clip art using an AI generator. In a previous video, I showed removing any extra background or little artifacts from that using Affinity Photo. So now we're ready to actually make a sticker. And so these are for print then cut. So when you are using a cutting machine, it can be helpful to have really nice, crisp lines, and they usually are a little bit of a white border. So let's import our first image. So I'm going to go File, Place, and I can show you how easily we can add a white background. So let's add our first image. Here it is. So this is a dog that has a transparent background. It's a PNG, and I'm just going to go ahead and place it. And so just so that we can see the effect, I'm just going to put a colored background in place, and we'll just give it an awful but bright color. Actually, it's not an awful color, but something that really contrasts so that we can see what's going on. So I'm just going to put that below so that we can see the dog, and then we can see the outline. So with this selected, I'm going to go over to my layers panel. And if you don't see that, you can go to Window and make sure Layers is checked. And with it selected, I'm going to go down to the bottom here where it says Layer Effects. It's got an FX. I'm going to click on that, and I want to select this one that says Outline. So now that highlights it, and so now I can work with these controls. And I want to turn it on by putting a check mark next to it. So I want my sticker outline to be white, so let's change the color first. And I can just pull this all the way to the corner, and if it says FFFFF, then that is completely white. I want it to be on the outside, and I'm just going to work with the radius and bring it up until it is the width that I want it. Something like that. And it's as simple as that. So I'm going to show you one more example because what I noticed when I was playing around with this is that I did not do a good job of erasing some little artifacts when I was in photo. So I'm going to take this background and move it to Artboard 2. So let's go ahead and select it. We'll just move it over here. And so now we can place our second image. So File, Place. And let's find the other one. This one here has no background. And go ahead and place him. I'm going to make him a little bit smaller. All right, so let's do the same process. Let's click on Layer Effects, make sure we're on Outline, turn that on by clicking the checkbox, change our outline color to completely white, so all F's in this little hex code, and turn the radius up. So what I want you to see is, do you see how we've got these little blebs on here? It took me a minute to figure out what was going on here. So let's move this over here. And I'm going to turn this down until I just see them. And so what I figured out is, if you did watch that other video, is when I made this in AI, I told it I wanted a sticker, and so it made a dotted line all around this guy. And I erased it with the erase brush, but apparently I missed a few pixels here and there. And that's what we're seeing. So I'm bringing the radius down so I know where those stray pixels are, because what it's doing is it's putting an outline on those pixels as well. And then I can go over to Pixel Persona and go to the erase tool over here. And then I can go ahead and just kind of make some strokes over this until I see it disappear. Do the same thing here. Okay, so I think that was all that was a mistake, and now I can turn my radius back up. It's maybe not quite perfect here either. Don't really see any stray pixels there, but let's do that. Okay, so that is how you can add an easy outline to your stickers. So let's go over here to layers. Let's get rid of that little background. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit and we'll go to the export persona, and it has made little um, uh, PNGs of these already, but I'm going to just click on the little doggy, and that will make a tighter crop. Right click and create slice. So now I don't want these artboard slices. So in my slices, I am going to unselect the ones that are artboards, and I'm just going to leave the ones selected that are more tightly cropped. And then we can go ahead and export those slices. I'm doing it as a PNG. Now let's go find those. Okay, that one looks good. That one looks good. So now I can import those into my Cricut Design Space software or whatever cutting machine you are using and lay out my sticker sheets and print and cut them. Thanks so much for watching.